democratic changes make no difference to the strength of our relationship. What we now have, though in both nations, is a stable platform to speed up economic development. Over the last 9 months, we in India have moved with a clear vision of inclusive development. We have acted with speed, resolve, innovation, and boldness to increase economic growth, reform for our economy, and transform the lives of our people, and create opportunities for the most excluded youth, the remotest farmer, and the farthest villages. I am confident that under Prime Minister Jagannath, development in Mauritius will become more impressive. And I can assure you that, as always, we will be with you in support of your efforts and in joy for your success. Yesterday, I told Prime Minister Jagannath that we understand the importance of the offshore banking sector for your economy. We are conscious of its dependence on India. We will work together for our shared objective to avoid the abuse of our Double Taxation Avoidance Convention. I thank you for your support, but I also assure you that we will do nothing to harm this vibrant sector of one of our closest strategic partners. It has been a great privilege to be a development partner for Mauritius. We will always be ready to do more in accordance with your wishes. Yesterday, we announced a new line of credit of $500 million for the development of civilian projects in Mauritius. Prime Minister Vajpayee had supported the construction of the first cyber city in Mauritius in 2003. That became a symbol of our thriving economic partnership. I am pleased to announce our support for a second cyber city in Mauritius. While we are on the subject of information technology, the e-health project in Mauritius is a laudable initiative, and we would be happy to support its development. We are honored to be Mauritius' partner for meeting its petroleum requirements. We are embarking on a new project to build the petroleum storage facility here. This will further strengthen the position of Mauritius as a regional economic hub. Mauritius has shown great vision in the development of its ocean economy, from fishing to tourism. India is also highly dependent on the seas. We are seeking to develop our marine economy and discover new possibilities. We are doing this in a sustainable manner that preserves the delicate ecosystem of our oceans. Indeed, the oceans hold vast potential to advance our prosperity and meet the challenges of the world. That is why I consider the blue chakra in our national flag as a symbol of blue revolution. Just as saffron represents energy revolution, white the milk revolution, and green, the energy revolution. This offers a great opportunity to cooperation between our two countries. We can learn from you. Together, we can better understand our marine ecology and the new opportunities. We can improve our ability to pursue more sustainable practices. Our partnership must also cover the challenges of climate change. For India, it is a mission that we are pursuing on an entirely new scale and with a new sense of urgency. We have set an ambitious target of 100 gigawatts of solar energy and 60 gigawatts of wind energy by 2022. We will seek to dramatically increase our energy efficiency, which is the cleanest form of energy. This is a choice that is driven by commitment to the future, but also by principles. And for me, it's an article of faith.
Today are truly significant. We discuss our shared interests in a safe and secure Indian Ocean and a stable and prosperous Indian Ocean region. We value the leadership by Mauritius in this area.